Good evening, everybody. Kimberly Olson here. I thought I would come in with a filter because I wanted to play around with something really quick. So I'll give you guys a second to hop on here. Maybe this will catch your attention. Maybe we shall find out in a minute. Anyways, okay, let me see if I can get this up. So, hi Pam. Let me see if I can change this. I'm just trying to figure something out here. I hope you guys are doing awesome, by the way. Did it go away? I tried to take the filter off. Oh, there we go. Okay, back to normal. So I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and let me know where you're coming in from tonight. I'm here in Austin, Texas, and we had a cold day, let me tell ya. And check this out. Yep, the Gold Digger Cup coming in hot. It did take me a freaking month to get it on Etsy. So I'm not gonna post the link because I don't want that person to know how upset I am. I did reach out a couple days ago and finally got freaking coffee mugs, but I'm going to try to find a good vendor for you guys if you want like a fun gold digger, just something fun. So anyways, so I see, oh yeah, it's cold, very cold here in Austin. I also want you guys to put 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, put 2 if you're watching the replay, put new if you're new to my videos, have never seen them before, and go ahead and put shared in the comments because we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So get your team on here, you guys, because I want to inspire them. We've got what, a week left for month end. We got to get some fire lit up, okay? Or maybe the month isn't going as what we wanted. We need to just acknowledge it and it's going to be okay. So no matter where you're at for the month, I promise you, it's gonna be okay. So just keep that in mind and hold and keep that faith. Also, if I didn't mention it, tag your teams and share this video. So you guys, I am so pumped. If you guys, I think a lot of you are with the company that I'm with, but we just did a private webinar with Ray Higdon, and I didn't know this, but Rank Makers, I'm in Rank Makers, they've been closed for a month. They haven't had any openings. So they opened it back up today and tomorrow. So if any of you, I think you just go to rankmakers.com maybe. And anyway, somebody will put the link in the comments or I'll post it after the video if you guys don't have it. But I just did an interview with him. I thought I was just gonna introduce him and it was with him, the whole interview. Like, you don't understand, Ray Higdon is like the bomb. He is amazing, his wife is amazing. They give the best information and you really have to be careful who you follow. When I was 18 years old, I sold Cutco knives and we would go to these little team meetings. I'm not even kidding you. They would tell you to like lie to the mom, or like you would present your Cutco knives to the wife. Oh, thank you. And they would tell you, oh, just say this to get her to buy it. Like it was awful. And I was so young. And I remember like a couple months in, I'm like, this doesn't feel right. And so I just didn't do it. But just be careful who you follow. And they are amazing. So I'm just blown away. Like I'm so reinvigorated. Like I'm always happy and positive all the time. But man, I mean, gold digger right here. It's happening. He gave such great stories. It was just awesome. I think some of you were on there. So let everybody know if you like Rank Makers. I'd love to get some of you guys in that group. Okay, so I have a lot of content to cover and it's gonna get real here, so let's go. Yeah, he was awesome. Okay, lots to cover. So I'm gonna touch on everything briefly and then we can expand on each topic in future lives, okay? I just wanna do kind of a fun Q&A and see what's on your minds right now, what you guys needed help with. So, I had somebody say, I wanna address this one first because I hear this a lot. You've followed up 100 times and people are not signing up. Okay, I get this a lot from new people and even people who maybe if you're new to network marketing or you've never done sales before. You guys, I've been in sales a long time and when you understand the process, it takes the anxiety out of it. It takes the frustration out of it, okay? And you guys have heard me talk about this before, but the fortune is in the follow-up. Less than half of people are followed up on. So you might want to stop and look, and I'll suggest a couple ways to track your leads. You might want to stop and go through and maybe check off. This is a really good homework assignment. I want you guys to try this. I want you to put all of your leads, anybody you've shared your business or opportunity with or your product, and be specific, product, business. I want you to put everybody on a page. And you can do Excel, you can do Notebook, I don't care. And I want you to check off how many times you followed up with them. Put a check mark if you just told them about your business, and then put a check mark for every time you followed up. So the first time counts. And I want you to look at that list and I want you to be really honest with yourself. And if you don't know, Go back through your text messages, go back through Facebook Messenger, and you can see how many times. I bet you it's not very many times. It's probably a lot less than you think. Because what happens is we share it with our friends, like maybe it's the product, okay? We're like, oh, would you like to order? I'm with this new company and it's like changed my hair if you're with my company. And they go, no, I'm good. My Suave is just rocking it or whatever. I'm just kidding, but not really. And so then, you reach back out and share with them maybe a new product, and they just don't respond. They don't even respond at all. And you think, oh, I'm totally bothering them, or what is their problem? Why are they ignoring me? I can't believe this. This is horrible. I thought they were my friend. Let's be serious, you guys. How many times has somebody Facebook messaged you and you forgot to respond? Let me see it in the comments. Guilty. Go ahead and just put guilty in the comments. Or this always happens to me. I'm really like anal about it, so I try not to have it happen. But have you ever read a text message and your little children come up and something happens and you help them, and then you go back to your phone and the text message isn't showing unread anymore? Then what happens? You don't respond because you forgot. So it's the same thing. Think of your friends on the other end. Okay, Christy's on here. She doesn't care because she's an open book. Christy is somebody who I was referred to her through a friend of mine, actually, who sold Cutco knives. Yes. And I sold Cutco knives, and this girl was on my team. And she was one of my first customers. And she really loved the product and posted a picture on Facebook. Christy was one of the people that commented and said, oh, cool, tell me more. So I'd reached out to her and she was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. Tell me more. We talked a little bit. And then she was like, oh, let me, get back, like circle back with me. So I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I circled back with her. And I went back and forth, and I would just give her new information. I would tell her about flash sales. I would tell her about whatever. And eventually she was like, oh, great, I'm ready to order. And then she's like, I love this. I want to become a market partner. I want to join your business. And she's a freaking rock star. I love working with her. And more than that, I love her heart. I feel like I've known her my whole life. And I get to meet her next week for the first time. How exciting is that? I think that's awesome. So this is what I want you to remember. The average person, it's going to take them you should write this down. It's really, really helpful. 5 to 12 exposures before they say yes. It took me 8 times before I joined this business. I'm kicking myself, right? But it took me 8 times. I wasn't ready. So it's going to take 5 to 12 times for your business partners, for your product prospects. So what you can do with the homework assignment, put everybody down. Let me give you guys a couple of resources for tracking. Write everybody down, and I want you to check how many times you followed up. Then I want you to look and go, okay, are they in that 5 to 12? If they're somewhere in the 5 to 12, that's the sweet spot. Okay, they're going to say yes. If you get to 12 and they don't, then you need to move on. Okay, but probably you'll be all right. Also, when you reach back out, have a new reason. It might be a new product. It might be a flash sale. It could be, would they host a party? Ask them if they'll do an online party for you. Say, hey, I'd love to hook you up with some free product. How cool would that be? Why don't you host an online party? I'll give you all kinds of stuff depending on how it goes. Give them some free product. Ask them to do an in-home party. I did that with a girlfriend of mine. She placed a retail order for just one item, but I knew she had a lot of girlfriends, so she hosted a party and had 10 friends at her party that I would not have otherwise been connected with. Okay, it really works. So be organized. So I'm going to recommend Smartsheet, but then Kim, I'll have her put it on here because she has the name of it. I think maybe if anyone else is on here, if Kim's not on here, Teamsy, is that how you say it? It can be used with Teams, but it actually can be connected with your company, and it can tell you who you need to follow up with. And it has reminders. It's amazing. It's like a way to manage your contacts. Okay, next question. How do you bring up what you do? So this would be in a cold market situation. So if you can tweak it on Facebook, Teamsy, thank you. You can tweak it on Facebook Messenger, but I'm talking about in person, okay? So how do you bring up what you do? What you want to do is you want to do it when you are going out the door. So if it happens organically, then you'll just have to deal with it. But you could even say, oh, I have to run to the restroom, but So you want to be going somewhere. You don't want that awkward, like, now I have to tell you everything I'm doing. So what you want to do is you want to build rapport, or you want to compliment somebody. So what I'll do is, if I think that they have great hair, I will reach out to them and just walk up and say, hey, I know this is sort of random. Obviously, I don't know you. My name's Kimberly, but I just wanted to tell you, I just noticed you have great hair. Like, it's beautiful. And they're usually like, oh, thank you. I should really tell you what I do. And then pause. Or you could maybe say, for example, really great examples are baristas, waitresses, cashiers. You could say, wow, your customer service skills are amazing. Like, you're very happy, just easy to, whatever, compliment them. And then you should say, I should really tell you what I do. I've almost been doing this a year. The whole year, I've never had one person tell me, no. They always say, oh, okay, what? And then you'll want to be rushing out the door. So you say, actually, I'm about to head out. I'm stepping out for a meeting. I'm running late for something. I have to go, whatever. Let me connect with you either on Facebook, or I'll grab your number, and then we can connect and I can tell you more. And you say it with enthusiasm, you say it with confidence, and they will do it. I have not one, knock on wood, I've not had one person say no to that. If they do, oh well, who cares? You're never gonna see them again, whatever. Next, okay. So the next question was, how do you attract motivated people onto your team, or how do you keep them motivated? So the first thing I'm gonna ask you guys is, who are you prospecting? Are you prospecting anybody with a pulse? Because if you are really just desperate, and you don't feel like you're desperate, you're like, oh, somebody just sign up, please. I just have to hit my next rank. Just please sign up. Or you're just feeling like they respond and your Facebook Messenger goes off. You're like, oh, they're gonna join. Okay, slow your roll, take a moment. You have to remember, it's a long-term process, okay? It's not about those quick signups. That's not the goal. The goal is to bring people into your team that you want to work with. The goal is to bring people into your team that are going to want this as bad as you. You don't want to work with anybody with a pulse. Trust me, you do not. You want to work with people who want this. So the best way to attract people that are motivated is to prospect people like you. So if you see on their page they're positive, they share quotes. For me, I genuinely I prefer to work with other women. I especially am drawn to moms because I can identify with them, right? And they can give me tips, because sometimes I want to go crazy. But those are the women I want to work with, the ones that have a good heart, the ones that are positive and want to encourage and lead other people and change people's lives. I don't want anybody with a pulse. Do you know the amount of energy those people would take? Put it this way, if I recruited anybody with a pulse onto my team, I'd have a bigger team right now, you guys, but I probably wouldn't have the energy to do this Facebook Live for you. So I wouldn't even be able to help the people on this right now. So really, really be thinking about that. You get a choice to build this business however you want. So do you want everybody and their brother, or do you want awesome people like you? So one cool tip I heard from a leader in the business in the company I'm with, she said, in a deck of cards, you're gonna get 4 rock stars. So if you consider yourself a rock star, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people to recruit. Well, we're not trying to build this business overnight. Some people are very successful and they reach the highest thing in 6 months. God bless them, but that's not the norm. So if that's not happening to you, which we'll talk about comparison in 2 seconds, then it's okay. So be thinking long-term. And so the very best thing you can do is be selective, okay? Be selective. You still wanna get your message out there and give people an opportunity, but really be going after getting to know, build relationships, people like you, who you would see on your team that want it, okay? And if they don't, they don't. You cannot, and this is my biggest mistake when I first started. I would try like these people who just were not doing it. They would do a little bit, but they weren't like growing, and I would just reach back out and I would try to help them, and oh my gosh, there was some heartache at the beginning. So don't do that. What you want to do is you want to stick with them for the first 30 days. You want to onboard them, awesome. Give them the best opportunity to start off strong. And if you're not doing that, you guys, you need to have a process. And then hang on to them for 30 days or until you can tell that they're good on their own. And then you shouldn't be required to constantly motivate them. We are running our own businesses. I'm not anybody's boss. I'm there to inspire, educate, and motivate. Okay, so I can offer an ear to listen to. I can reach out and say, hey, how's it going? Let's talk about that. What do we need to do to get you to that next level? And you know what? There's some anxiety around that too. So we don't want to feel like we have to make our team do stuff. Does that make sense to you guys? I know that I've felt that before. and it stresses me out and I don't like it. So when I just let go and say, it's their business, I'm here to support them, but I'm not here to manage them, it really, really does take the pressure off. So you guys should try that. Focus on the people that are working your business. So your people who, they don't have to be runners like you, but the people that are working it, you know, that you can see them on Facebook. They're getting more VIPs. You know, they're asking you to do 3-way calls. Yes, it's exhausting. Those are the people I want you to focus on. You're still there for your other people, but you're not going to spend a lot of energy with them until they're ready. And they will come around. People will come around. It's crazy. So just be there for them. Here's a book for you guys. You guys are all loving reading, I've noticed. I love it. Like, you guys are all about the education. It's awesome. Here's a really good book. It's called The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. Such an easy read. I listened to Audible. It was like 2 hours long or something. I don't know. It was quick. And I'm a yellow, and I think I'm something else too, but I'm mostly a yellow. A yellow is caring. You know, we're worried about how people feel and think and all of that. So my upline is not at all, but it works because it's like the hot and cold, you know what I mean? Like, she's going to be covering and engaging people in a different way than I am. That's why our 3-way calls are so successful. We get on 3-way calls all the time. So you're going to want to know what those personalities are, and you're going to want to know how to talk to your downline. The last question was, I haven't recruited anyone. Is something wrong with me? Or along those lines. Just frustration. I'm frustrated. I haven't recruited anyone. I'm seeing my upline, you know, she's getting her Cadillac, or she's ranking up, or people around me are posting all of the success. What's going on with me? Oh yeah, somebody, if you guys can put the name of that book. I think I had it right. The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. So nothing is wrong with you, okay? I want you to go look this girl up. Her name is Sarah Zolecki. I think I'm gonna post the link to the interview that she did with Marina Simone yesterday, or the day before, because it was freaking stellar. Like, I'm seriously gonna listen to it every day. Sarah Zolecki, she's been in network marketing for 15 years. The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. Thank you. And this is what she said. She had a whole year where she was stuck at a rank advancement. A whole year. So I don't think any of you are at a whole year, but if you are, guess what happened to her? She just kept pushing through, and she said, okay, and this is the way I look at it, for whatever reason, I'm not ready for that rank. There's something I still need to learn. That's all there is to it. There's something I still need to learn with my self-development, my management skills, my leadership skills, or being able to handle another person. You know, when I have people on my team, I spend a lot of time with my team. I just do. I just love them. So maybe, you know, for you, if you're not at a rank, or maybe you haven't gotten your first market partner, you guys, it's okay. You're still learning. People go to college for years and years and years to get a degree to go get their first job. You haven't had any schooling on network marketing. You earn as you learn, okay? So I want you to think long-term with it, and really, I want you to buckle down for a year. I want you just to put your nose down. I don't want you to look at anything for a year. I want you to give it 100% for a year, and then you can look up and we can talk about it. So that Sarah Zolecki, check this out, you guys. 15 years later, she has, this gives me chills. I'm gonna finish with this. She has over 100 people in her downline that are making 6 or 7 figures. What do you think she's making? Do you think she cares that she was stuck at a rank for a year? I don't think so. So if you guys are willing to stick it out, we're not quitting you. So you're not allowed to quit yourself. You just keep learning. You watch these videos, you implement, you stay in the game every single day, and I promise you it's gonna work for you. So to wrap up, a lot of you are actually, go ahead and put boot camp in the comments. If you're one of my boot campers, put the little muscle there. See some muscle, the strong arm. If you type in strong, the little muscle will pop up. If you're already registered for my boot camp, oh, her last name, yeah, I can, it's Zolecki, Zolecki. She's freaking awesome. I'll post the link, I promise. You actually just reminded me, Ashley, so I'll post the link. So if you're in my boot camp, just put the little arm there if you're already registered. If not, put boot camp in the comments if you want more information. It is opening, it's open right now. I'm gonna close out registration probably Monday, because there's a lot of stuff we're gonna do, not a lot, but we're gonna do a little bit of preparation next week, some introductions and stuff like that. So I'm doing a 6-week small group coaching program. This is my first time doing it, and I'm taking all of my social media, everything I've created online, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it in 6 weeks. So you can basically learn how to become an expert on how to prospect online and build your business online. So if you're interested, just put bootcamp in the comments and I'll give you the link. I have a few spots open, so if it fills up, I'll close it. Otherwise, I think Monday I'll cap it out. We'll see. You know how that goes. Yeah, but it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go over everything you can freaking think of. I keep adding stuff to it, and I'm like, stop it. So it's gonna be awesome. And then it'll be 6 weeks long. It'll be intensive. So every week, I'll say this is what you need to do. However, everything will be recorded, so you can go at your own pace as well, and you'll have access for life. So I am gonna pop out of here because I've been in my office a lot today. It was kind of fun, actually. It wasn't fun that Elise was home. She's not feeling well, but it was fun to be working from home today because it makes me feel like, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So it was kind of nice. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are just amazing. Every time I just even open my Facebook Messenger, I'm just like, there's just something positive from somebody. So you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. So have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.